Good morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Good morning, everyone. You are tuned into Coffee and Donuts with Miss T and Lexus. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. It is at the top of the hour. It is now 6 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Lexus, have you had your coffee this morning?
Yes, I've had my coffee and my donut.
Turn your mic on, Lexus Ice.
My
Lexus
mic is on.
Ice. Is your mic on, honey? Because we can see you moving, but we can't hear anything.
I had my coffee and my
Okay,
donut.
while Lexus Ice, you may have to go all the way out and come back in. While Lexus is going out and coming back in, getting her mic together, we're gonna go ahead and welcome everyone into the room this morning. Good morning. Let me go back up. Y'all know these comments move very fast. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Let me see. Can everybody hear me? I want to be talking to myself. Oh, they said they can hear. Well, why can't I hear her? Oh, yeah, girl. Mama, she said that's fun to get that fart. Okay, hold on. I tell you what, I'm having an issue. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Something is going on. Hold on just a minute. I'm having some issues here. Maybe I have too many windows open somewhere. Let me close out some things. Okay, can you all hear me? I had so many windows open.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, so can everyone hear? Okay, they're saying they can hear us both. Okay, I think that was my volume down, and then I had a lot of windows open. Let me tell y'all what's going on so y'all don't think I'm crazy. Okay, I'm still having issues with my phone. I'm having to use my laptop to go live. Y'all know this laptop is giving me the blues because I can't it's just so much going on. But anyway, so I'm using my laptop. I'm having issues with my phone, and so I had so many different windows open still. Could y'all hear my YouTube going on? Because that's what I had the volume turned down, but another channel was blasting. But anyway, we have official Jamia in the building. Prince Daniel is in the building. Annabelle TV is in the building. Coco TTV is in the building. MLW Fisherman is in the building. Mary's Life Journey is in the building. Who else is in the building? Did I get it? Did I say official Jamie is in the building? Miss Doll is in the building. Okay. All right. So we got that cleared. Okay. So, Lexus, have you had your coffee this morning?
Yes, I've had my coffee and my donut.
Okay. So we all know that the early bird catches the worm. When?
Always.
Always. So again, I want to say good morning to everybody and thank you for being so patient with all of our shenanigans that's going on this morning. And I missed you all on yesterday. Y'all just keep me in your prayers. Lexus Ice, let's go ahead and say a prayer this morning so we can get this party started.
Yes. Oh God, we thank you for another Wednesday morning. Lord, we thank you for life, for health, and for strength. Lord, we thank you that you have allowed us just to be able to join Coffee and Donuts again and to be encouragement to those that are listening. Lord, bless our listeners and our subscribers. Lord, let us have just a great and prosperous day. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Our announcements for the day. First of all, I would like to say happy Women's Month to all of our super wonderful boss ladies in the building this morning. Good morning to all of you. Okay, good morning, Sweet Ree is in the is Sweet Ree in the building, or is just Miss Dawes just saying good morning to people that's not even there? Good morning, Kayla Mar is in the building. Good morning, Kayla Mar. Miss Dawn, you gotta wait until you actually see people make a comment, okay? Before you say good morning. You have me looking, it ain't nobody even there. So we're gonna keep it moving. Once again, good morning to all the boss ladies in the building. Happy Women's Month to you. We're gonna celebrate women all month long, every day in March. We're going to celebrate women, okay? Because we have the hardest job in the world. I don't care what they tell you, okay? We do. We are mothers, we are wives, we are cooks, we are housekeepers, we are, I was about to say sex slave, but it ain't a slave if you like it. We are
doctors.
We are everything. We wear many hats. We are many hats. We wear many hats, and we don't get praised. Well, some of us do, but some of us don't. We don't get praised as much as we really need to for the working for our service, not only in the corporate world or healthcare or whatever you do. At home, you wear many hats. At home, you make it all come together. We make it look easy, and we know it's not easy.
Exactly.
We know it's not easy, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to move on to our announcements. If you want us to give your channel a shout out, or if you want us to send a birthday greeting, anniversary greeting, or whatever greeting to someone or to you, go ahead on over there to Instagram and send us a DM at W.T.F with the family Tabers. Every Wednesday is viewer's choice. DM us on Instagram or leave a topic in the comment section under this video. Each Friday, we will highlight a different YouTube channel. And right now, we are only highlighting those channels that have 500 or less subscribers, okay? Let me go up. Am I still live?
You're still live.
Okay. Our happy mail address is P.O. Box 443, Indianola, Mississippi, 38751. Okay. All right. So listen. I know y'all saw our topic today. And as we always say over here in Coffee and Donuts, everyone is welcome to come to the panel. This is a no judgment free zone. All of our opinions are respected. We all know we come from different backgrounds. We are different age groups. We have different upbringings, different beliefs, different morals. We do not judge anyone over here. When you come to the panel, we can agree to disagree, but we ain't going to fist fight and skull drag each other in the comments either now, okay? We can respectfully agree to disagree, and we keep it moving, right? We keep it moving. That's the beauty, and that's the uniqueness about Coffee and Donuts. We don't judge anybody over here. We're free. You are free to be free to be who you are, because it's not up to us to judge anybody, judge nobody over here, okay? So our topic today is, and we always say, whatever floats your boat and makes you happy, do it. Do it. So, a divorce? No, we can't divorce. We have small children. Like Plies be saying, no, I'm happy. Leave me alone. You mad. You big mad. I'm happy. Have y'all seen Plies on Instagram saying, leave me alone? So, we have children, so we cannot divorce. What do y'all think about that? A married couple staying together because they have small children. They have a very second, first class lifestyle. Kids have their own bedroom, have their own everything. And divorcing means changing their lifestyle, breaking up what they know to be a normal lifestyle. The parents are out of love, can't work out their differences, but they stay together for the kids' sake, for the kids' happiness, or do they make a sacrifice to stay together for the kids' sake? What are your thoughts on it? How do you feel about it? Um, at the end of the day, your thoughts and feelings are yours. Okay, we're just trying to get some insight. We all know we're different people. So did I drop the link? Let me drop it again. So the link is available and to come up. Everyone is welcome to come up and tell us what you think.
Okay.
Okay, I think I just dropped the link.
Well, I will start off by saying that a marriage should be on the grounds of happiness. And you should, if you're married, you should be able to get along. If you're married, you should be happy. Because that's what we married for, because we're happy and we love the person that we marry. And if you
So we can't get married for convenience. What? Okay, go ahead.
well, I wouldn't tell it, well, to each his own, but I would never, because in life you want to be happy.
Yeah,
And
that's
so if you're married to someone that you ultimately can't stand anymore, that you're living a miserable life. But now I have known couples who literally, when their last child graduated from high school, like weeks later, they were divorced. And everybody was like,
wow.
what? Why don't wait to divorce when the kids, got out of school? Y'all been together all these years. And the wife simply said, exactly. We
Mm.
had been falling out of love, but we just didn't want to divorce because we had kids still at home.
Well, do
So
you
there are
think?
times, uh-huh.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So there are times when, yes, people do remain married for the kids' sake. They remain married so that the kids don't have to go through custody battles. They remain married so that the kids don't have to, okay, this weekend you go with daddy. During
Mm-hmm.
school days, you stay with me. The summertime, the judge said that you got to go stay with daddy, even if they don't want to go stay with daddy, go stay with mom. So
Yeah.
people remain married for that purpose, for the kids' sake. There are
Yeah.
some people who remain married because, especially, if someone is seeking child support and all that kind of stuff, they stay married because they don't want to pay child support because, if you're not married anymore, you're going to be forced to pay child support. So they stay there to
Okay.
avoid
I'm
all those
reading
issues.
the comments.
Hmm.
Annabelle TV says young kids watching two adults treating each other like crap. That spells therapy in the future. But what
Hmm.
if they fall out of love, but in some way, God miraculously touches them and they fall right back in love again? Can that happen in the
That can
midst?
happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Jamie says absolutely not. The kids will be happier if the parents are happier. Don't keep them in a toxic environment. So what if um
The
the,
kids don't know.
the kids don't know, you still keeping the same routine, you still sleeping in the same bedroom, but they understand this your side, this is my side. We putting up a united front in front of the kids, but we both know we're really separated. What if the kids don't know what's going on? But I agree, if it's a toxic relationship and y'all fist fighting in the house, the kids already are damaged, And
Hmm.
I read years ago that if you do argue in front of your kids or fight, that knocks off 3 years of their life each time. So if
Oh,
that's
wow.
what's going on in the household, then I would suggest getting out, especially if it's abusive or has gotten physical. Get on now because you're hurting the kids in that aspect. But if the parents are keeping the normal routine, the kids don't even know it's a difference, then what about that? Okay, Prince Daniel says they should stay together because they have children together. But for what I'm understanding, no one should ever have to go through that. No, wait, this is coming smooth fast. Hold on. They should stay together because they have children together. But for what I'm understanding, no one should ever have to go through that. Not no divorce. Okay, you talking about the
Exactly.
kids shouldn't have to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kayla Martin speaking. She said, "Hey, Prince Daniel." Mary's Life Journey says, "I think it's about the person's happiness. If kids are involved, the parents have to learn how to co-parent, split their time up equally. But what if the kids, Kayla Martin, everything's beginning in the home. Yep, all the trauma, all the bad experiences, it does grow up in the child. You setting the foundation early. Okay, so what was I about to say? Y'all, if the kid, oh, we have two people backstage. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get you. Just hold tight. Somebody bring us some coffee and donuts. Annabelle and Official Jamie are backstage. Hold tight, y'all. Okay, so if the kids, let's say, okay, you go through the divorce, the kids have a very nice living situation at home with mom and dad. You go through a divorce. Dad moves on to another relationship. Mom moves on to another relationship. And when it's time for visitation, if the kids don't like, um, let's say mom has primary custody, but dad has visitation, or they have split custody. So, like you said, it's your time to go to dad's house for whatever amount of days or whatever. And they don't like dad's a new significant other. So I think that would be wrong to force the kids to go somewhere where they don't want to go. You should never force your kids to go, and visit. You have to put yourself in that situation. Why don't they want to go? See, then that opens up another whole problem of what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Another
I understand. And you know something?
even with the moms, let's say she moved on, and when it's their turn to go back to the mom's house, they don't like the mom's new boyfriend for whatever reason. And that it just causes more problems.
It causes trouble, yeah.
But like we said, everyone does what they feel is right for their own life. So whenever we speak, we always say, in my opinion, not just saying this like this is truth. This because it's your opinion, right? So I'm just saying, for my opinion, what I would do, you want to be happy. Who wants to live 20 years waiting on kids to grow up and you're miserable?
Exactly. And you know something else, Miss Tabor?
Mm-hmm.
True story I'm about to say. I know of a situation where these two people, they were married, and so the wife really didn't never have income. She always depended on the husband's income. And so when she decided one day that, hey, I can't take this anymore, she moved and they got divorced. And so since she wasn't self-sufficient, she did the best she could do, and she went and she moved in with family.
Right.
Okay. Well, the husband got word that his kids that had their own room back at home had, their own things, were now living with family, sleeping on
Sleeping on
floors.
the couch. Yep.
So
Yep.
he literally went to the courts
Yeah.
and proved to the courts that, hey, my kids are with their family, with their mom, with her family, don't have anywhere to sleep. Now the kids was happy with their mom, but the living situation wasn't good. And so the judge ordered that those kids immediately leave that family house and go with the dad back home.
Mm-hmm.
They went back to their house. Now the kids love their mom, but at the same time, that was an ugly situation because they wanted to be with their mom, but at the same time, the judge say, hey, those kids going back home to back to their rooms where they could sleep at and different things like that. So that was like an ugly situation. And so the mom, she felt, like she just down and out because like she lost her kids. She tried to get out of an ugly marriage and end up losing her kids.
That's why our dad always taught us to be self-sufficient. Self-sufficient does not mean you're a millionaire. It does not mean you have thousands of dollars in the bank. Self-sufficient means you're able to work and make sure all of your bills are paid, or even if you have to rob Peter to pay Paul, live paycheck to paycheck. As long as you are able to see where you can, get your business handled, live on your own. It does not matter about the man's money. You can never, ever count somebody else's money. That's the worst mistake a woman can make, waiting on a man's paycheck. I'm telling you, that's the worst thing. You want to always be self-sufficient. When people realize that you're dependent on them, their whole attitude, demeanor will change completely. So you have to make sure that you are able to stand on your own 2 feet, especially when you have girls in the house. You don't want the girls to grow up seeing mama not working, daddy bring home a paycheck, that what kind of signal is that gonna send out to the girls? That a man's supposed to take care of you, right? No, you gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
boss, get educated, stand on your own 2 feet, you bring home the bacon. You know, you
Exactly.
have to watch, and you kids are watching, whether you think you're teaching them life lessons or not, you are. You don't have to say a thing because they're watching your actions. And we all know that actions speak louder than words all the time. You know, so let me go. Oh, good morning, Character Girl Miniature Mukbang. Good morning, Vibes with Danny. Brandon B, what's up, Brandon? How are you, my love? Okay, MLW Fishman says, never get divorced. Nobody else going to have my wife. Oh, they're gonna tell you a new one. You and
ML, this man is in love.
yeah. Pink Couple Cooking Series says, happy Wednesday, beautiful kings and queens. Stopping by with love and support. Changing exercise. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Let me go back and make sure before I bring Annabelle and Jamia up that I got everybody welcome in. Okay, I think I do. Okay, I think I do. Okay, let me go ahead and bring them up.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me go and bring Annabelle and Fisher Jamie up to the screen, to the panel.
I see Annabelle is here. Good morning.
You see who is here?
Annabelle. Okay, both of them are here. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts. You both of you are no strangers here. You've been on the panel before. Our topic today is divorce. No, we have small children. So you all can go ahead and let us know what's on your mind. And good morning to all 1,300 people in the building, the ones that are in the chat, and the ones in the bushes. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Okay, go ahead, ladies.
Okay, the first two people that children see interacting in their lives is mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how dad treats mom, is how your daughters are gonna come to accept how a man will treat them, and how a woman treats, the wife treats or mom treats dad. That's what your sons are gonna learn how to interact with women. So, mom and dad is the first man and woman that your sons and daughters learn to interact with. What are they learning when you're fighting, when you're unhappy, when you don't even care about each other? The Both the children, whether it's the boy or the girl, are gonna be okay. So it's normal to be in a loveless marriage, even if the fists aren't thrown. It's okay to be miserable. Your life isn't worth pursuing happiness. You're not. Don't expect to be happy. And then if it does escalate into arguing, well, now you got therapy going on. You got trust issues. I mean, I both my parents stood together because they had young children, and it didn't do any of us any good. We saw them not being happy. Got Oh wow, I have a messed up childhood, don't I? But yeah, it's like there's no reason. If you don't want to get divorced, then there is an alternative. Do a legal separation. That way you don't have to be divorced. You don't have to worry about custody. You don't have to worry about visitation. You don't have to worry about child support or whatever other support they got nowadays. And the children are free to go in between parents as they want to. Oh, I want to visit dad. Fine, go ahead. I want to stay here with mom. Okay. You don't need a court telling you how to run your own family
That's true.
if the two adults stop acting like children. You don't need the court system. You can work it out for yourselves.
Mm-hmm. That's true. If you have two mature adults, you sure can.
Yeah, just file separation. Go, being that it's easier for a man to find a single house or a single apartment instead of a woman with several children, and let her have the house. The man go find an apartment, a bachelor pad, whatever, and close by. You don't have to be right across the street from each other, but within a distance where the children can get to you whenever they want. Just keep it that way if you need to. Now, there are some adults that's so petty that the husband will ask for custody of the children just to hurt the mother.
Right. So does that mean he's still in love if he's bitter like that? I think it's some ounce of love still there if you wanna, don't want to let go. It's something still there because if you
It's a control issue. I don't think it's a
Mhm.
love issue. I think it's just the fact
So it's
of
just strictly control.
making you do something that you don't want to do. It is
Okay.
a control issue.
Good
Uh,
morning, Shawanda Wings. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts.
Also, is he one of those people that, being that you left him and he didn't want you to leave him,
Hmm.
that he's out for revenge? And what better way to rip a mother's heart out from her chest
Yeah.
to take her children? Uh,
Hmm.
that way, even though we're living in 2022, courts are still more likely to award the children to the mother, because if you ask the child, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, I want mommy.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why the courts automatically award the mother's custody. I mean, what mother wouldn't do anything that she needs to do to feed, clothe, and shelter her child?
That's right.
You do anything, and if you have to bow down and grovel to your family so they can give you shelter and protect your children, you're gonna do that.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean uh, you don't care. It means you do what you gotta do for the children. And if you are a woman that didn't, that always relied on a man to support you, what was to say that that living condition of the children sleeping on the couch was not temporary, so she could go get a degree to get a working
No,
job?
are you speaking of the incident Alexis was talking about?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
no, she wouldn't. Mm-mm,
She wasn't doing none of that. She was just
mm-mm.
okay.
She was a good mom, and and all of that, but she no.
Oh, okay. Now I got more information that changes opinions, but there are mothers out there that they do live with their family, they move in with their family. The children are sleeping in the living room.
Hmm.
However, the mother is out trying to get a job, trying to better herself so she can get a place of her own.
Hmm.
And some fathers are like, I'm going to get vengeance at you anyway.
Right.
You know, like a coworker that I knew years ago, her and her husband split up. He's at home with his mom, and she has an apartment near her mom, and they would just separate. They had nothing to do with each other. Then one day she gets a subpoena to show up to court. He wants custody of both children.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's only to hurt her. It was only to hurt her.
And then it take, not saying there aren't good fathers that could raise the kids, but come on now, and this is only my opinion. I think the
Hmm.
kids, as long as the dad can come and visit, or the kids, like you said, move back and forth between both parents as they want, and the environment is still stable. Why would you want to separate the kids from the mom anyway? Jamia, are you there, Jamia?
I'm here. How are you? Good
Cheryl
morning.
is in the building. Hey, Cheryl, what's up, Cheryl? That's my friend, y'all. Cheryl is in the building. Had to get that out. Okay, go ahead. Official Jamie, yeah?
Good morning. Good morning. So I'm going to speak from a child of divorced parents' point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly did not know that my parents were in a toxic relationship. They hid
Mhm.
it very well, and they got divorced shortly before I turned 16. But I later found out that it was truly a toxic
Oh
relationship
wow.
because my dad was the king of hoes, and
Oh, not the king of the hoes.
he
Oh,
was he was the king of the hoes, and my mom tolerated so much stuff, and she worked very hard, outside of the house, inside of the house, and she was making sure that we were taken care of. So we never heard them fight. We never saw any animosity between the two of them. So it was a complete shock to the system.
Oh
But
wow.
when we were old enough, my mom finally said to us, "Listen, this is what was really going on."
Oh wow.
And then it was like, why did you put up with that for so long? And she was going to school. She made sure she had her education. She made sure
Mhm.
she had her ducks in a row before she pulled out.
Right.
He was in the military, so she also knew that the longer she stayed, the better her benefits would be
Yes, ma'am.
afterward. She's a very smart woman. So
Yes.
yeah, I hated that she had to go through that in.
Mhm. So your dad was a good dad, but he was a horrible father. I mean, a horrible husband.
Yes, for the most part, he was a good dad.
Yeah.
He definitely did things for us and provided. He just was the king of hoes, and he was just out there in them
Girl, he was the
streets.
king of the hoes. Woo, he was
Woo,
so.
Jesus, the stories I heard later, and
Oh wow.
the stuff I witnessed after the fact was
Oh wow.
incredible. So
Mm,
I personally, from her point of view, I was like, okay, I get it. She was getting her education, she was doing her, getting her work,
yeah.
making sure she could take care of the three
Right.
girls by herself, and
Yes.
getting herself together. Now, for myself, I told y'all before I went through infidelity and stayed in the marriage, not for the kids. I was like, I made it quite clear that I was not staying in it for my children
Yeah.
because I would rather them be um in a relationship with their father and mother, and both of us be happy than to
Hmm.
be watching us be miserable and fighting all the time, and just no.
Yeah.
But you know I just I don't feel like it's good for kids to stay in a toxic environment.
It's never good for them to stay in a toxic environment. Good
Exactly.
morning, Tristan B. I don't want to miss anybody. No, because they like Annabelle was saying earlier, whatever they see growing up, that's what they those are the people that they become most of the time. Sometimes they go through that and they want to be total opposite. But if that foundation was built, on top of all the toxic, the drama and there, I mean that's in their DNA, so to speak, not their DNA, but that's the foundation that they were built up off of. So that's what they're gonna not even trying to be, but because it's there, because they grew up with it, it's gonna show. They can fight against, or try to be different, but if it's there and they grew up with mom and dad fighting, they grew up, with certain things, unless they break their cycle, you know, it's there. And
mhm.
not saying every child has to, because it can be done. They don't necessarily have to grow up and be that person that they saw, in their parents. But you have to fight against to get some therapy and try to be different, break those generational curses. Because most of the time, if the mom is there, for that reason, chances are she saw her mom doing the same thing, and it goes back. It's just teaching those traits, put up with certain things. And you want your children to have a fair chance in life. You don't want them carrying your baggage, or you want them to be free so they can be productive members of society. We create little monsters. We don't know it and don't try to, but
Amen.
you have to be careful when you're raising kids. Okay. Um, Let me read some of these comments. Some men does this to keep from paying child support. They take the kids from mom who's doing all she can. He knows it's just being dirty. That's why you have to always be self-sufficient. It goes back to being self-sufficient. You don't
Mhm.
sit at home and be a trophy wife. You always have it, to where you can take care of you and your kids. I've seen so many movies, not with a wife just being happy with the lifestyle and being happy that she can go shopping during the day and can have all of these luxuries, and then the man got a whole nother family, a whole relationship going on, and when he tell you, okay, I'm done with you, it's over, I'm moving on, you blindsided because you was out shopping and writing checks instead of handling your business, and you find out your name ain't no nothing,
Exactly.
so you leave with nothing.
Exactly. And you know something else? Uh, a issue like this, as far as if a man fights for custody and win custody, if the mom happens to leave with the kids, the mom will get in trouble. Literally last month, it was like an Amber Alert, I think in Tennessee, because the mom
Okay,
took the
Jamil.
kids and ran. You know, the mom took the kids and ran after a custody battle, and the dad won custody. And so they had an Amber Alert out on the
Yeah, because
kids.
she's kidnapping at this point if
Yeah,
it's a court order.
exactly. And so now she got kidnapping charges and
Yeah.
all this stuff going on.
Let me read the room real quick. Good morning, Charming. Vibes with Danny Love says great topic. I was on the opposite end. My dad had custody. You want to come up to the panel? I know you said in the morning times you're at work though. Jamila said she had to jump down. She having a coughing attack. Okay. Everybody ready? Right. Okay. Danny Love, you want to come up on the panel and give us a little insight? Good morning to all 1,300 people in the room. Even the ones that's getting ready for work and can't respond, that's driving. We love you and appreciate you as well. Um, Danny Love, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Can you come up? Go tell them you got to go to the bathroom or something, or you
I
forgot
gotta go
something outside
potty.
in your car. Okay, go ahead, y'all.
It'd be good to get a man's point of view on this.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. Mama said, touch Jamie in Jesus' name. Lexus Ice, were you saying something? Lexus Ice, turn your mic back on, hun. Okay, I think she may be talking in the background. Okay, so what I think is that the adults need to do what's in the best interest for the kids, whether they're separating and like said, get a legal separation. But let me ask you this: can you date if you got
I'm
a
here.
legal separation?
Can you date with a legal separation?
You still
Yeah.
married.
Define what's a legal separation.
Well, it depends on what your terms are. I guess you all write your own terms, don't you? When you go to the lawyer, I don't know.
When you're legal separation, the only thing that is on the court docket is that you don't live together anymore. How you conduct your life is between the two people and nobody else.
Okay, so yeah, you're still married, so it still goes um adultery and all of that because you're still married, right? Okay, moving on. It's not our topic. Okay,
No, it's you're
so
still technically legally sorta. It's
well,
limbo.
legally is the key word. You're still married. Okay, Carol, the girl mentioned mukbang says, "Fishing man, I finally found your page. I finally found your page. Let's our moderators, if you all don't mind, can y'all drop MLW's link? Because a lot of times if you have less than 500 subscribers and you will even though you key in the name, you still won't pull up. Sometimes I've noticed that it won't pull up. Okay, so our topic today is divorce. We have small children, so I think whatever is you want, everybody needs to be happy all the way around. I just everybody has their difference of opinion, so whatever you decide for your family, if you want to live and be miserable while your children are happy, you know
And also hiding it from the children when they finally find out that you've been miserable all these years and now you're finally divorcing. Uh, that's taking the trust issue away from them.
Because you painted them a false
Exactly.
picture, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
They lived a lie for so many years. They're like, well, what else you lied to me about? You
Yeah.
know, that creates some serious trust issues. You know, if you're not happy, just say, hey, mom and dad's not happy no more. Or we're gonna try living in separate bedrooms.
Oh, if you're gonna live in separate bedrooms, you might as well live in different houses
Well,
because
that's what we're gonna go for eventually, different houses. But it's
yeah,
like, you know, it eases them into accepting that mom and dad don't like each other anymore. They still get along as friends, but to be mommy and daddy, they don't want.
this just sad. You
But you
know,
know something?
uh,
Well,
hold on, Lex. You know, I'll
Uh-huh.
forget in a minute. That's I can't suggest to anyone when to get married, but I will say this from my own experience as a young woman. The person I am now, I was not this person back in college. I was not this person in my 20s. So now I have things together. I know what I want out of life. I know the things I expect. So the person I am now, the man I marry now, and it's true. I would not have married the man back in my 20s. And it's true because I didn't. I was a different person. It only
mhm.
took me getting older and him getting older to realize, okay, this just might work. But when I met him in my 20s, I was not interested in getting married. Didn't have marriage on my radar. I was enjoying life in college, being my own woman. And so, I was a different woman then, but as I got older, and I won't say rekindle our love because the love was always there, but we weren't ready to get, we weren't on married terms or language, didn't have a marriage language thing together.
Oh
But the
no.
woman I am now, okay, so he really is the person. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
because
maybe you need to
when I was in
wait.
my 20s,
Mm-hmm.
marriage nowhere on the radar. If uh if
Right.
if a scent of marriage was anywhere around me, I went the other way.
I
I'm
was
like,
not thinking about marriage. I was
oh,
enjoying life. I was really
exactly. The way
enjoying
we're
life. But
supposed to.
yeah, as I got older and realized that I wanted to be a wife, I wanted to be a mother, I wanted to, have my education and all of that. But he was the one. And he was there back in my 20s, but I wasn't ready then because I wasn't the same person back then. But once the dust cleared
Yeah.
and he was still there, I was like, well, okay, maybe he is the one. So people always tell young people, don't get married in your 20s or wait and see who you're gonna turn out to be or the person you are. That does make sense. That makes a lot of sense, but everyone does what they feel they need to do for their life at any particular time. But that does make sense. You're not the same person in your 20s that you're going to be in your 30s and in your 40s. Those are three different people.
Yeah,
I
I
know
had
for
an
me it
upstairs
was.
neighbor
I was
that
a
got.
different person, and I'm trying to tell you how old I am, but I was a different person at different points in my life. I sure was.
We all were different.
Yeah.
I had an upstairs neighbor that she got married just to make her mom happy.
Oh wow.
She was happy just living with the guy.
Yeah.
She didn't want to get married. She's like, if anything happened, I take my stuff, he takes his stuff, and that's all there is to it.
Hmm.
But she knew that the one thing her mother really, really wanted was to see her in a wedding dress
Oh
going down the
wow.
aisle. Well, they're both a family is like really devout Catholics, so to
Hmm.
have the big white dress
Hmm.
and the priest and the altar and yeah, it's the whole big
Yeah.
shenanigan. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
she did it to make her family happy, but she was not happy in that marriage.
Let me read y'all what Miss Dawes said. She
Oh,
said, "Look now, some people get married because of good sex. Some
well,
will get married for money. It's important to get married because you love each other. At the end of the day, he loves you and you love him. I think the number one reason to get married is for love. is for love. And sometimes when my husband gets on my last nerve, I'll go back, and I've said this before. I go back and the music. We never had a wedding, but the music and everything that I had planned for us to have, I'll go back and listen to that music, and I just, no matter how upset I get with him, I try to make this a habit. I go back and listen to that music. My whole mood will change. I'm gonna have to listen to the songs 3 or 4 times, but I go back and listen, and I realize, we're different people. My husband got a few years on me, but he can keep, she said
Yeah,
about the good
okay.
sex, but anyway. Now, I didn't bring it up about the sex. Miss Dawn said so I can talk about
He
it.
turned your world around. Let's just say it
Honey,
that way.
went back and flip it again. But anyway,
Back that thing up.
but the reason to get married is for love, and not for convenience, not because of you think who he's going to be, but for love. Because if you don't have love, you really don't have it. I mean, and that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to say what I'm saying is fact or Bible. It's just what I'm thinking. So at the end of the day, everybody do what makes you happy, okay? And y'all know we just having fun over
Oh
here.
my God. You see the oh, we did it again, girl. We did it again.
But listen, sex is good in the marriage. I'm gonna whisper that. It's okay to talk about sex. Maybe we should wait till the after dark. Okay.
Oh, we need to have an after dark.
Yes.
Marriage.
And it's these are still adult conversations, but after dark, that's when we can talk about the
Spicier
other
stuff.
stuff. Yes. So let me go ahead and get on down because I got to get this
Oh,
phone
I
thing
just want
worked
to tell you
out.
one thing. I just want to tell you
Mm-hmm.
one thing about
Mm-hmm.
when you mentioned about husbands or fathers being, rearing children and mothers rearing children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna come from a scientific standpoint. You know that the right and left brain is connected by that. I forgot what that nerve is called in the middle. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a nerve that connects. It is a straight nerve that connects the right side of your brain to your left side of the brain. And in women, it is in general, not all the time, but in general, it is larger in women than men. That's why women can think and feel at the same time. With men, it's a one-way street. Either you're thinking or you're feeling.
Oh wow.
But they can't do it at the same time because they're physically not able to.
Right.
They're not built that way. Because when you're hunting for the food to bring it back to your home, you don't need to be feeling, oh, I wonder how that rhino feels. I'm about to kill it. You
Mm.
don't need to do that. You need to think action, action, action.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're on a one-way street. But when you're rearing children, you've got to temper action with caring. That's why women are made different.
Okay, why y'all laughing at us? I'm just looking at the comments. Charm said, okay, I see you, Tangent, girl. Miss Dawson said that the craft guru is in the building. Coco said, okay, let's get on back on track. She said, thank you all for returning viewers. We appreciate it. Thank you to all the returning viewers. We appreciate you for being here Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time to /7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I done lost it. Let me go back up. These comments are coming in so fast. I gotta go back up. Okay, she says, please tell your friends about this show. Y'all, we get a little off track sometimes. She rated says, good morning, WTF and everyone. I'm driving and listening. Oh, she rated, I know you gonna catch it, honey. Even if you catch the replay, you are there. That's with everything.
Hey,
Sorry.
I'm gonna jump down. Oh, I'm never gonna shut
Oh,
up.
okay, all right. I'm about to end because I gotta get my day started. Let's see. I was about to say something. Oh, she rated Happy Women's Month to you, dear. You're a phenomenal woman. Phenomenally phenomenal woman. Okay, let's see who else came in the building. Yeah, Coco be on the baby. She don't play. She don't play. She don't play. Okay, Coco, before I read the announcements, Coco has a new challenge. It's called I hope I can get it right now. It's called the Snoop Doggies in a Blanket. Coco, drop that link to that video. Y'all jump in on this challenge. To all 1,500 people in the building. Y'all jump in on Coco's new challenge. And it's simple, so you don't have to go out and spend $50 on a gourmet meal. She made it so everybody can participate. And we all love Snoop Dogg. We love Snoop Dogg. Okay. Miss Dawn said, okay, and Beth said Snoop Doggy Blanket. I know I mess up something in a minute, y'all. Miss Dawn said, look, people, don't ever leave sex out, even if you are upset with each other. Honey, we ain't gonna never leave sex out over here. Coco said, thank you, Jamil, for doing yours. Oh, Jamil, see, y'all, I don't have my phone. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage right now. I got a loaner phone because my phone is completely locked. If there's anybody listening, DM me on Instagram because I still have my laptop. I can get into my, social media outlets because my password and everything is saved on my laptop. But my phone, I have an iPhone 11 Pro, and what it is doing, it has completely shut me out. It's not accepting any of my fingertip commands. It won't allow me to press my passcode in. I can see people when they're calling me. I can see my text messages come in. All my notifications are coming in, but I can't get inside of my phone. I'm completely locked out. It was stuck on the SOS pad. At one time, it kept calling 911, and I had to tell them it's no emergency. It's this phone doing its own thing, and even my mom is the first emergency contact in the phone, and it keeps telling her I'm in distress, giving her my location. And I'm like, it's just this phone, So I went to, I've been back and forth. I'm with C-Spire. I've been back and forth to do 2 different stores, one in my city and another in the city over, and none of them could help. So the tech from Apple told me yesterday, he said, go back to the one in your city. And I told him to call ahead because people sometimes so incompetent, like they don't understand their own job description. But anyway, so what ended up happening, they gave me a loaner phone, and some kind of way I need to get inside my phone to make sure my iCloud is up to date. I know there are some things backed up, but I don't know how much is backed up. And like they told me yesterday, once I send the phone in and they send it back, everything is going to be wiped clean. It's going to be back in recovery mode, factory recovery mode. So my whole life is on that phone. Brandon's graduation, videos, pictures, him accepting his scholarships, Jamie Lynn's birth, her baby pictures from the everything is on that phone. So I have to try to find a way to get it out, before I send it in, so I'm giving you all just a little bit of advice. If your phone is not backed up, if you don't have everything backed up, please do it today. Don't wait. Take it from me. My struggles can help somebody else. Back up your information in your phone, okay? And my password, I know you're not supposed to write your passwords down. But if you can keep them in your house hidden somewhere, that's good, because I've been trying to get into my apps and stuff, and it's just been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. So today at 8 o'clock, I'm just hitting the road, trying to, whatever avenues I can find to get, some things straightened out before I send this phone in will be wonderful. I'm praying that if I keep shutting the phone off and on, that it'll, click and be all right. So so far I haven't been able to do it, but anyway, no problem, Coco. Yeah, I took the SIM. Okay, before I took the SIM card out, and like when someone called me, I couldn't answer, couldn't dial them back, but I could tell Siri, call, whoever I want to call. Siri will call them, but I couldn't hang up. But once I took the SIM card out, now Siri won't even respond to me. I can't even get Siri to respond because it's saying no internet. So I completely unlocked myself out of it. I wish I knew a teen hacker. I wish I knew one. Somebody let me know, because I really been having some issues. Okay. So let's go back. Today is March, not today. March is Women's Month, and so we filmed a video last night on this loaner phone, and I can't even send it to my email. I'm like, oh my God, this video sitting here on this phone. But Brandon told me, he said, Mom, don't do nothing on that phone, but just talk. He said, don't do nothing. So yeah, that's what they said, Coco. It sounds like it's a screen malfunction. So maybe I start there this morning, find somebody that can do that. So yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, so I have an idea, and I mentioned it on our video last night, which I thought it was going to be uploaded last night. So I think I'll wait. Or maybe, I'll wait, because when you see the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or should I mention it now? Anyway, so happy Women's Month to all of the super boss ladies in the building, and to the ones catching the replay. Our little known Black History fact for today. Did I say little known Black History fact? Yes, I did, because remember, we don't only celebrate Black History in February, we celebrate it all year long. So we don't stop being great when February is over with. So by it being Women's Month, I have a little sports fact for you today. Wilma Rudolph of Clarksville, Tennessee, breaks the tape to win her semifinal heat in the women's 100-meter dash. Rudolph won with the new Olympic record for her 11.3 seconds in Rome in 1960. Okay, that's a little bit of sports for you. Fisher James says, same to you. Happy Women's Month. Okay, our thought for today is, your true character is what you do when no one is looking. Your true character is what you do when no one is looking. Okay? So that is all I have today. Y'all keep me in your prayers. Ms. Dawes says, I am gone. Everyone have a beautiful and blessed day. In Jesus' name, we're going to end on that note. So I'm gonna try to find a tech or go to the Apple store like someone suggested last night. So I'm gonna get some results today. I really don't want to send my phone in. I really don't, but because I can't even get in it at all. I can't get in it. And I'm just here like, what am I going to do? So y'all have a blessed day. Thank you all for tuning in. We're here every Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Women, just remember, we are boss ladies. We are amazing by ourselves. But imagine teaming up. We could knock down mountains. We could really, do some beautiful things. And I think I would say this, and you're going to see it on the video, but just be watching for it. And I'm always brainstorming things, but I was thinking of an amazing collab. By it being Women's Month, we could call it either Girls Night Out or Girls Trip, or have a pajama party collab just for the women, the women just showing the power, and just as a collective, showing what makes you unique. And just I'm working out the details, and I just in making a video last night, just wishing everybody a happy Women's Month. It's just like a light bulb. Oh my God, I hear a collab coming. But y'all be looking for that. And if you want to be a part of the collab, just women only, just amazing women, just to showcase how beautiful and how talented and how bossed up we are. We don't get enough recognition. We always uplifting our kings, uplifting our men, which we should if you have a king in your life. But we don't get the love back as much, I think, especially from each other. I put it like that. We don't uplift each other enough. Now, we have some that do uplift each other, but not as much as we should. Our little sisters, our big sisters, we need to hold their hands, So that's what, okay, Charmin says, Mary Like Johnson said, have a great day, everyone. Charmin says, stay blessed, everyone. Kayla Mar said, enjoy this. I have to wake up every morning. Honey, listen, let me tell you, missing everything. Lexus I said, off to work. Everyone have a great day. Me was like, you are so creative. You know, this my stuff going through my mind, and just I'm like, does this make sense to everybody else or just me? You know, Coco TTV says, that's great, Kayla Mar. If you would like to suggest a topic one morning, please send it in on Instagram. That's right. We talk about everything over here, but we're going to have to talk, make us an after dark, which I'll show up for after dark. Let me know that before we end. I see some people have left already, but do y'all think we can have an after dark topic and talk about some of these, not dark topics, but the more mature topics? Would y'all tune in for that? Okay, so, okay, what time? I think an after dark time would be what? About 9:30, 10 o'clock? 9:30, 10 o'clock. If you done put your kids to bed, cooked, got a little laundry done, watched the movie with your husband, maybe even taking care of him one time, and then y'all, I got to go. Y'all not gonna have me up here sounding crazy. I got to go. Yeah, the more spicier topics. Not saying they're wrong, but you know, some things are not for daytime. You have to wait until, you know, do things in decent and in order. Maybe close to 10. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Close to 10 o'clock. Okay, so y'all, I gotta get my day started. Thank you all for being patient with all of these technical difficulties going on in my life right now. I will see you all on tomorrow. Same place, same time. And like I always say, okay, Coco said, definitely be sure to put a reminder out there so people would know. Sometimes I don't be around for spontaneous. I know that's right. I don't know why people feel that they could just pop up on a live and expect everybody to drop what they're doing to tune in for whatever the topic is. You can't, you know, people have lives. And if you're anything like me, you already got your day planned today, your day planned tomorrow, and you can't pencil in a live if it's not on your schedule. You can't just stop, drop, and roll because you decide to go live. You got to let people know. Be respectful of people's time and schedule it. Let people know, hey, I'm about to go live. You'll get more participation like that anyway, giving people a heads up, you know. They're just like come to somebody's house. You don't tell them, you don't get in. I'm not answering the door. You didn't respect my time. You don't respect my situation. So I'm not going to open the door for you. Stand out there and knock. Next time, you know to call ahead. Okay. That's just like being on a live, and people, they're just like your house. People come into your live and speak to the people standing around a while before they speak to you, and you open the door. You know, you're the host, and they come in and speak to everybody else before they speak to you. Like, that's so rude. You know, it's just what we call it, YouTube 101 etiquettes. You be respectful of people's time. You know, if you want people to tune in for whatever you're talking about, give them a heads up. Okay, so I am, but I'm not gonna read that. Annabelle, after dark, okay? After dark, Annabelle. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all check out Coco's challenge that she has going on now. Does anyone else have anything going on that we should know about? You know, we want to support. Coco shaking her head at Annabelle. Annabelle, I'm just telling you, honey. Okay, so that's it, y'all. Keep your fingers crossed, okay? Let you know, y'all back your stuff up. Because if I was confident that everything was backed up and I had all of my updates, I would have turned this phone in Monday morning when I first, you know, went to the store to get some help. So back your stuff up. Do it today. Don't wait. Do it today. Back it up. Back it up. All right, that's it, y'all. Thank you all for being here. See you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Be blessed. And like I always say, spread some positivity throughout these YouTube streets. Make somebody smile. You know, a smile maybe can save someone's life. And be responsible with your platforms. Don't be out there reckless. You know, be responsible, y'all. Be blessed.